Good evening, and welcome to Dice at Dusk. Quick content warning before we begin. This is a horror stream, and it does deal with mature themes. So, please consider this your trigger warning for gore, for horror, and generally the worst that humanity has to offer at times. Welcome, again, to Dice at Dusk. Welcome to this evening's sessions, guys. It's great to have you back. So, last week, our heroes took refuge in the shop Ne'er-do-wells, where each of them grappled with their own personal demons, before being awakened and having to deal with actual creatures out of nightmares. Fleeing the shop, they saw the shopkeeper Garens killed by a large shadow creature after defeating several creatures that had come for them, the shop being on fire at that point. Dagra tried to attack the creature and was struck through a wall before his hand alighting upon a new and fascinating silver blade. After running into the street, they were set upon by several large creatures, firing blasts of eldritch energy from the rooftops. Running and dodging between those blasts, they managed to arrive at an entrance to the sewer and force it open, upon which they fled into the sewers. And this is where our story picks up. Alright, so can you guys see the sewer map?
Yeah.
You should be in the top left-hand corner, if you want to decide your marching order as you go down.
I'd like to take a look around.
Percent.
And are there any animals about? Like, can I spy any rats or?
Roll a perception check, please.
Uh, 17.
17. So, amid... hang on a second. I'm just trying to find my page here. So, amid the detritus on the floor of the sewer, you see several scuttling and telltale signs of rats moving about the garbage. You also spot a single black feather on the steps as you descend. It's far, far too large to have come from any natural bird, and it's in pristine condition.
I will pick that feather up and tuck it. I'll tuck it in my sash, maybe.
Okay.
Bring it with me.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything as you travel downwards?
I make sure that the entrance that we came in is fully. Is there a door attached to this entrance?
There still is a door, yes. You did force it open, so the lock is broken at this point. But there are several pieces of timber nearby you could use to jam it closed if you so desired.
Okay, I do that.
Give me... how do you intend to jam the door?
Can I use either... Maybe not.
No.
I'm thinking, Jared, I'm thinking maybe using like insight,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I don't know.
Like, are you intended to like jam the 2x4s across the side, or are you looking for some place to catch it, or something like that?
Yeah, just to make sure it doesn't. It'll basically keep the door upright and sealed.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe.
Give me a perception roll.
And wedging it in.
Yeah, perception.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Okie doke. 1d20. Plus 4. Nope. Ooh, not 24.
24. Okay. So there are 3 ways you could proceed. Number 1, you could jam a pair of the timbers are long enough that you think you could jam them between the door and an outcropping and force them down with your strength in order to jam the door shut. Another, if you could find a way to skillfully place the timber across the door, you think you could level it across a pair of stones that are outcropped from the side of the sewer wall, and that would prevent it. Or you think that you can find a way to jam the lock by forcing a piece of steel or something through the broken deadbolt hole. Which way do you want to go?
I guess I'll use a piece of steel.
Okay. Do you have one on you? Sorry, I don't think.
No, I don't. So I will use the wood option.
Yeah.
I'll use the first option.
Strength. All right. Give me a strength roll.
Let's see. Strength. Strength deck. Athletics or just strength?
Just straight up strength.
Okay.
I said I'll aid you as well.
Awesome. So
you get
22.
22. So you place the timber in against the outcropping and press down until it catches under one of the iron bands of the door, slamming it forward with all the tension. A moment after you do so, you feel and hear impacts against the door. Bang! 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 As though something's trying to break through, though it doesn't succeed. Dust flies from the door and clogs your senses, but the modifications you made hold strong, and the creature is unable to pass.
My sphincter is this tight.
Making diamonds, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
They have more hit points than we do.
All right. So, Kilkax, how do you want to proceed?
I want to throw like a rock or something where we're gonna walk. Just kind of toss it down the way.
Give me a dexterity check. Five. So you try to skip the rock across the stones, and as you do, it strikes the first stone and skips, and then gets stuck in a pile full of something god awful on the stairs in front of you. It doesn't. It's not a trap or anything. It's just something that came out of somebody's cesspit, and it's really not an appetizing thing to look at. There's.
No fizzle, no bang.
Yeah, all fizzle, no bang, exactly. It does smell awful down here. It is obviously a sewer. It's not meant to smell pleasant. But as soon as you strike that mound of detritus, just the scent of something rank hits your nostrils. A mixture of rotten plants and, well, for the sake of politeness, let's call it fecal matter. Hits your nose and just basically gives you a moment where you want to gag. All right. So, what's your marching order into the sewers?
I'll take care of the rear, and if anybody wants to step up front,
I'm here already in the front. I'm okay with staying in front.
Okay.
I'm behind
I would like
Jaymi.
to do a few more things before we start moving.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have to look that up again. Sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
gonna open that out.
it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Thank you. So spellcasting modifier, would that be like the spellcasting ability?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So
whatever
one-
you add.
1d8 plus 2. If that takes me over my normal amount of hit points, do I get to keep it, or do I like always max out at my
You max out at your total hit points.
shucks?
And I think we all had lowered max hit points from a condition from the previous.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys mind if I do one more thing? Because I wanted to. Oh no, I guess I can only do one thing per turn. Never mind.
As we're all checking out the situation and patting ourselves down, I know that many of us sustained injuries, so we'll do a quick Paine does a quick assessment of her allies to see who else might need healing.
Oh,
Anybody?
don't forget, you still have Juno out. You did
Right.
summon her during the last little bit, so just as a reminder.
So for this round, I will pick her up in my arms and gain the benefit of D6 of healing. And then inspect the people surrounding me, so 3 for me. Anyone else?
I believe
No,
the
Kilkax?
last game we had like the little disadvantage, but otherwise I gained no hit points. I was
Wow.
unscathed last game. Unscathed.
It was just Naalu and me.
Yeah, you got... I felt so bad. Honestly, when I designed that trap, I thought that, okay, it's a harrowing experience, but there's no way they're going to roll this low. And then, oh no. But in any case, sorry, so
So
Paine's giving the nose boop around then?
To whoever might like. Naalu, are you full, you said? Okay. So it was just me then, I think. Dagra, you're okay?
I have a new sword. I don't know what it does yet, but I'll figure it out. Unless it starts talking to me.
It doesn't start talking to you, but as you're looking at it, you notice that there's lettering along the edge of the blade.
Translate the pointy thing. Point the pointy thing to your friends. Pointy end goes that way.
Not quite, but
Damn it.
Was the sword the shopkeeper's?
Yeah, like I lost my silver sword in the fight that we had because I got thrown across the room, and
Right.
I dropped it, and then I rolled a nat 20, and then I found another sword at the shopkeeper's. While we were robbing him while he was dying or getting killed. So we helped ourselves to his. Oh, you're going to be dead, so you don't need this anymore. Well, we tried to save him, but he basically got overwhelmed by that creature.
That's right. I remember I took something off the shelf, but I don't know what it was.
So quick question here.
Potions.
Quick question here, Cal. Does Dagra have an animal with which he associates himself?
No, not really. He never had pets growing up. He wasn't allowed to have any pets.
Okay, but is there an animal that he considers a totem or anything, or?
There's like, as he levels up, he does affiliate with a certain animal based on a schooling.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much it, and that happens, I think, at level 3.
Have you chosen which one you'd like to go with?
Not yet. I'm still debating. It's down to 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. All right. So, with that continued, is there anything else anybody wants to do before you set out?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As long as everyone is okay with me going again. I'm gonna use my last spell slot here and cast Speak to Animals, and I want to talk to the rats that are scurrying about me.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, guys, where do we want to go? Like, does someone have a specific spot in mind that they want to go hide out, or am I just gonna ask the rats, like, hey, bring us somewhere safe?
Somewhere we can actually get out that's safe, yeah.
Okay,
Whether
so like
it's
ask
in
the rats.
same, town, or if it's a different town, because that one seemed to be overrun with shadow monsters.
Okay. All right. So, in my squeaky language, I don't know if I sound like a rat when I talk to them, or I'd like to turn to the nearest group of rats and say, like, hello, brothers. We hope that you could help us. We're lost and need safety.
Safe? No place safe. Only place safe hide.
Where could you show us where you hide? Do you have somewhere you could take us to hide so we can rest?
Hide under leaving things from above ground. Safe here. Quiet. No dark things here.
Do you know of any large open areas that are like, are there any rooms you could take us to where we could?
Down tunnel. Big room. Too big.
Which way? Which?
East. They kind of point their nose to the down the passage. Down the passage. Careful. Many. They basically point down the passage to down the right of the map, and say, nothing sneak up behind down there. Turn right at the first junction. Hidden place. Used by many two legs. Third brick from the bottom. Against an old brass cup. Or old shiny cup.
Sorry, can you repeat that for me one more time?
Sure. That way. Pointing to the right of the map. Take your walk to the first split splat as you come. Turn to the right face. A small little island made of stone flesh. Not good for eating. Look for a small brass cup, or a small shiny cup. Third brick up is soft. Many two legs come this way. Press the soft stone flesh, and step through the wall. And then they just begin basically squeaking and squawking again.
Well, that was helpful. So, I'm trying to make sense of this. So, he said, right to the first split splat.
Yeah, the first four.
Junction, he said.
First junction. So that's like... We walk up to the bridge and turn right?
Sorry, I do mean this to be a puzzle for you guys, so...
Alright, so we're gonna keep our eyes peeled for a small brass cup or something small in brass.
Alright, well, I will take my 6 steps.
Alright. If we're gonna work it that way, everybody roll initiative,
We'll
please.
roll.
Alright.
13.
30 to 20. 20 to 15.
15.
I got 17.
Alright, so... Then Naalu. 15 to 10.
Yup.
Alright, and what did you roll, Dagra?
13.
13. Alright.
Aim's got the same.
Alright, so, Kilkax, you get the next move.
Where did
Oh, and what's your passive perception?
my passive perception? What is that? What is that?
It's your wisdom plus 10, your wisdom modifier plus 10.
Wisdom is 14 plus 2.
Okay, so you would have a passive perception of 12.
I am going to follow Naalu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright. Which would bring us to... Alright, that brings us to Paine.
Alright, well I can't see down here. I'm assuming there's no light.
There is not. You...
So I will...
Sorry?
I'm gonna grab my tinderbox and a torch from my pack and try and light a torch.
Okay.
And then
you
with
may.
my movement, before I step forward, I guess, I'm just gonna like look around.
You want to run a perception check?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Once I've got my split. $13.
13. So as you glance about the walls, and you light your torch. You notice that it's flickering off certain walls in different ways. Like there's the entire sewer is of course very grimy, but there are about 4 patches that reflect the light just slightly differently. They're just a little more reflective, a little more responsive to the torchlight. And in that moment you see as one moves ever so slightly.
Oh crap.
Let's see.
Does this look like the shadow creatures?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Where's
the closest one to me?
I'm just trying to put them onto the board here.
Okay. Sorry.
No problem. Why are you not doing this? Ah! Right. Obviously I'm not doing something right. No? What the hell? Okay, so that's in the right place. Why are you not allowing me to set my creatures? Oh, Roll20, you wonderful and diverse group of people. And source code and... Oh! Let's try another one. There we go.
There we go.
It just doesn't... apparently it just doesn't like the one.
So that's the closest one to us?
Yeah. No, that's the biggest one.
I apologize for being impatient.
It's all right.
Chill, Mila, chill.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah, right?
I can be angry at an inanimate object, but I bear no malice to my players. So the largest is slowly seeping out of the stones, just over here.
Oh boy!
It's about 10 feet across. As it falls to the floor, and it just starts kind of shuffling towards you in a very very fluid type motion. Not so much stepping as slosh and slosh and slosh and slosh, spilling itself end over end to get towards you. These two are still coming out of the walls. So, with that said, Dagra, it's your turn.
I move away from those. Do I notice those creatures? Whatever.
If Paine tells you you do, you would notice them.
Oh, yeah. Paine will say, "Oh, guys, the light doesn't move right in here. Look," and I'll point in those directions.
Okay. Is this also something else right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
10-foot giant one.
Have I seen these before? As I was noticing the light bounce off them?
I don't think you would have known what these are. Well, actually...
Lots of weird creatures in my world, but maybe not these things.
Well, I'd say that's more up Dagra's alley, knowing what these would be.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my knowledge?
You may.
I could use my wisdom modifier or survival modifier instead of arcana when rolling to recall information about creatures and creature magical effects abilities.
Alright. So you have indeed encountered these before, so give me a roll to see how much you remember.
Alright, so I'm gonna check my character sheet. And arcana is a +1, but I think my other score is higher. I wrote it down. Sorry.
It's all right.
Survival. So my survival is +2. So +2 is better than +1. 10.
Okay, 10. You know these to be. Well, you've encountered them before while exploring with your master. Can't remember his name at the moment, so I have to go consult my handy dandy notes.
Cal had a master.
Or Dagra did.
Yeah, you know.
You recognize it from your past with your when your master Damicol would traverse old ruins. You recognize these to be oozes. The two crawling out of the walls are the gray variety, and the third, more lumbering, ponderous one to your east is a ochre.
Okay. Do they? I don't know. I don't know any of their deficiencies or
Not with a 10.
abilities.
Not with a 10.
No.
Just, you know what they are.
I'm shit out of luck.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're a little SOL.
Yeah, so I know they're bad, so I tell the group what they are, and we should keep moving as quickly as we can to get away from these things.
Alright. And with that, it is Kilkax's turn. Yeah, that's you, Amanda.
I already went before.
Yeah, I know. I rolled initiative for them while they were still unseen. They didn't get close enough to ambush you guys. But they go right after
I
Naalu.
thought Jaymi goes before me.
Yeah, she took her turn, but... Oh, is her initiative 17? I thought it was lower. My bad. Oh. So, yeah. Sorry, Jaymi. Your turn. For some reason...
So, listening to Kilkax's, Dagra's advice. Okay. So, I'm just thinking of
Keep
what
your eyes
Toby
peeled for the
Pratt
cup.
said. Yeah. I wonder if that's the cup.
What, the jelly?
What's this?
That is just a part of the map. There's really nothing there. It's just it just dead ends on a stone wall.
The rat said something about a stone island, so I'm wondering if it's this
It's over
this
this
area
way.
over here.
Sorry, which area?
I'm just trying to. I don't think I can drop a. I don't know how to make the dot. Oh, digital tools.
Yay!
When you go into the little select and move, like the arrow,
There
and
we
you
go.
just hold down.
There you go.
Yeah, that area there. If
You're
that's
wondering
the
if it's
stone
like
island.
here. Okay.
I wonder if the cup is somewhere there.
That's what I thought too.
Well,
Like,
I'm gonna dash then, is what I'm gonna do. I'm
Okay.
gonna jog myself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11.
You'll get just across the footbridge there.
Yeah, I just wanted to check. So my speed is 30, so then I get 12 if I'm dashing.
You do.
Okay. So I am over here and a little out of breath.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't breathe. Mine. I don't feel it at all. I feel great, guys.
Well, you have the memory of being out of breath, at least. All right, roll me a perception.
I'm impressed at my figure. What? You want me to roll a perception?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, unless you don't want to. Sorry.
21.
Just off to this corner, you see a small brass vessel sitting on the floor. And above it, there is a brick that is slightly less grimy than those around it.
Okay.
Push it,
I have-
push it.
Can I, though? I just ran. I think that takes up all my
Yeah, that's the
action.
movement for this turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just hang out here.
Hey guys, I need to call a break for about 10 minutes. So, all right. Sorry about that, guys.
It works.
But yes, I think we were on Naalu had just found the brick, and her turn had ended. So that brings us to Kilkax.
Yeah, it's my turn. Okay. I am going to get close to where Jaymi is.
Mhm.
Because I'm neutral evil, so I don't care about that big gelatinous glob. So I go,
Wait, your character's neutral evil?
yeah.
Huh.
So
Fair enough.
what I need, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're here now. Maybe for my for my action, I can just like throw another like brick across the way.
All right, I'll say that's an
Extra strength.
I'll say that's an improvised weapon. Give me a dexterity-based attack roll, and
Dexterity.
with disadvantage.
Oh, I think there's a way to do disadvantage on D&D Beyond, but I don't know what button to press. So I rolled a 14, but what's a disadvantage?
You roll another d20 and take the lower result.
Six.
So you
Do I
whip.
do a dexterity throw again too, or no?
Yeah, it's dexterity. So you would just
Oh.
add your dex modifier.
Oh, okay. So if I throw the dexterity twice, one was 14 and one's 17, so it'd be 14.
14. Okay. So you actually hit.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Roll 1d4 damage.
1d4.
I'm going to call it bludgeoning.
1.
1. Okay, so excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
Sorry about that. The brick or the stone that you pick up as you throw it, it strikes the oncoming mass of ooze directly. Oh, do not chew my books. No, no, not chew toys. It strikes the mass of oncoming ooze directly in the center, but rather than try to dodge or avoid it, it simply rolls forward and absorbs the stone into itself as it goes.
Sure.
Which brings us to the enemy.
Is that the big one you hit?
Yep. All right. And they can no longer move, which brings us to Paine.
Sorry, I was muted. Which color did you say the big one is? The two little ones are gray and the big one is green?
Ochre. like orange.
Not that it matters to me. I'm just curious for flavor.
Not a problem.
I'm going to dash. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I can get here. Sounds about right.
Yes. Sorry. Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
And
No, Malcolm.
we're going to click back on all of the lore that I've ever heard told and see if I can learn anything more about what Gesundheit. So if I wanted to identify some more traits, what would you like me to roll?
Oh, sorry. I stepped away to deal with puppy things. Arcana, please.
Okay. That's a 16 then.
16. So, from that, you can deduce that gray oozes tend to eat any metal that they come into contact with, and can squeeze through very small spaces. Whereas ochre oozes split when hit with a slashing or a lightning attack.
Or lightning?
Or lightning.
Okay. I will... Hey, I once heard a story about these things. I think it's these things. I've never seen them in person. I think that the light-colored ones we'd do better to keep our metal away from. And the
Orange. Ochre.
big orange one over there will have a tendency to divide upon being struck. Let's see if we can't get to that cup and get away from them before any of it matters. And that's it for me.
All right. Dagra.
Let's see now. Well, I definitely don't want to be its food, so I'm gonna move along 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I move through people?
Yep.
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8. And I was the one. I'll take care of the rear, but I'm just getting the fuck out. Save yourselves! And I just run.
I just got this shiny sword. I like it. That's what Dagra's thinking.
Yeah. That song, you need a hero, don't look at me.
I need a hero!
I'm like, ah.
Speaking of which, did anybody find the, did anybody else see the new He-Man series that came out?
Not yet.
Is it on Netflix?
It is.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cal and I have seen it.
What's it actually called?
Masters of the Universe, Leave It Now, Revelations. That's the actual title, Leave It Now, Revelations. No.
Actually, let's see. Maybe I could do something. Is that a squeaky toy?
Yeah. It's a little dragon. He It loves the darn thing to death. All right.
Okay, yeah, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm...
All right. Which brings us back to Naalu.
I am going to approach the chalice and the brick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to grab the chalice and look at it quickly before I stuff it into my bag.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, Nat 1, 2, but I think we're out. We're still within the 24 hours, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's just a regular brass vessel. There's really no indents or embellishments to it. It's probably just something somebody pulled out of their house.
Okay, I'm gonna stuff it into my bag. And I'm gonna press the brick. Is that what people were doing? They were pressing it or pulling it out?
Pressing. But
Press. So I'm gonna press in the brick.
and as
You
you
don't suppose the cup was left there as a marker?
Oh.
so as the
I did my-
oh sorry.
So do you think I should just leave the cup?
Totally up to you. Maybe we don't want people coming in if we're going to use that space.
That's true. Replace it after we're done with it. Okay, I'm gonna keep the cup on me and I'll press the brick.
All right. As you press the brick, you hear a small "ping" behind you, and a very well concealed section of stone begins to shift outward, revealing a hidden door.
Am I still able to make another?
I think you've used up your actions at this point. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Which brings us back to Kilkax. No. Okay, Kilkax.
I want to know what Jams is up to. Naalu, doing all the fun stuff without us. So, dash is 2 times the walking stuff, right?
2 times your regular speed, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And I wanna hang out with Naalu. Like, what do you got? What you doing over here?
Check out the other side of that door.
Hang on a second. Did you jump across the water?
I went through this stuff.
Okay. If you went through the water, there's another thing. But since you didn't, we're all good.
I used the little ramp.
Okay.
By water, you mean excrement. No, Kilkax is too vain for that.
You're so
Absolutely.
vain. I bet you think this song is about you. And Jaymi's all about it. Alright, so you've used up your action. You can't open the door, but is there anything else you'd like to do as a bonus action?
I feel pretty good that she's holding onto the cup. The door's open. I'm good.
Alright. That brings us to the enemy. And they slowly begin to ooze their way along the ramparts and through the sewage towards you. Silently, but you can feel the menace as they begin to move towards. Not outright anger or hostility, just hunger. Alright, so that brings us to Paine.
Alright. I'm gonna catch up with the group here. 1, 2, 3, 6. I will dash. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay. I can get to there. Roughly there. I was over here.
Okay.
What's this one? So that's double move. And sorry, 1 second.
Not a problem. I'm just gonna duck out for 1 second. I'm gonna give Mal a pig's ear to chew on.
Ooh, tasty treat.
Still don't know what I'm as we go. Terrible.
Cardboard is not good for your digestive tract. You know this. Come, Mel. Come, Mel. Sit.
Jaymi,
Yeah.
what did the rats tell you?
Lay down.
Okay, there's a
Good
third
boy.
brick. Oh, good God. Okay. There was a shiny cup, fresh, like you press the soft stone flesh, the third brick, and then something about through a wall, step through a wall. We've basically gotten to the point that they've talked about at this point.
So this is the shiny cup.
They said lots of big creatures rest there.
So there might be other people in this space too, we'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else, so I think we're done, right? I'm done.
Well,
Need to rest for a bit.
I like how we are with. We're all fine with hit points.
Well, I'm still hurt, but not
Oh yeah. Okay.
awfully, so.
Oh, right. I
Skull-wise.
forgot Juno's turn. My bad.
That's okay, she is just kind of following along right now.
Okay.
I guess we could do another boop.
Yeah, you've had 2 turns. I'll say you have 2 boops you can give to anybody you'd like.
Okay. Everyone else was full though, right? Dagra, you're good? Yeah? Okay, so I'll take another then. So I'm back to 10 hit points. So that's it for my turn. I don't have anything else I can do as a bonus, so. Can I, now that we're closer and the torch illuminates this area, can I see anything more around this door?
Give me a perception.
That's a nat 20.
Nothing beyond what was already established in the immediate area. You do, however, notice that the back of the door is lined with a steel plate.
Okay.
Alright, so Dagra, your turn.
Given the circumstance that we're in. Okay, I'm 10 feet away. 10 feet is... Okay. I think I'm just gonna move one. So we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I still see the creatures?
I'm gonna say yes.
Like I see this one, but like, can they? Is it on the walkway or is it actually transitioning onto the water?
It's transitioning onto the water.
Oh, fudge. Okay.
Float on the water, or is it like?
Well, it's not completely into the water yet. It's just got basically half of its bulk is sliding into the water very slowly.
Okay.
It seems like it's semi-floating right now.
Okay.
It's just we can outrun it in a sprint, but it's like we need to find that exit.
If it eats metal, though, this door isn't going to hold up to it.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
We may have to kill the creature.
We can't commune with it. Do I see the cup?
I think Naalu already put it in her satchel.
Okay. Can I make a perception roll to see if there's any exits or secret passage?
Go right ahead.
No, my perception is +4. So this will go. Come on. 22.
No immediately obvious, but you do feel a draft of air. It's very, very slight, but it seems to be coming from the southeast.
So southeast would be around here.
Hang on, I can't see where you're pointing right now. Alright, go. No, farther than that.
Like the,
But that direction?
Yeah,
that direction?
That direction, yes.
Okay, so I tell the group that there's a breeze coming from the southeast of where we are. Mm-hmm. So we should be taking that drawbridge over here and then making our way to that other side, if possible. I've done my action.
Alright. Which brings us to, once more, Naalu.
Kick down the door.
I want to go through the door. But,
Alright.
yeah.
So,
I'm going to go through the door.
Alright, as you step through, on the smell of detritus hits your nose. And at the far side, do you have dark vision?
I don't think so. I don't remember reading that anywhere.
I am standing beside her with the torch, though.
Ah, so that would, yes. So, as the torch's light hits the far side, the walls gleam with some sort of alchemical steel. Leaning against the far wall is the desiccated remains of a humanoid, basically leaning back against one of the walls, its mouth agape in fleshless horror. There's not much hanging on the bones anymore, just tattered scraps of clothing, and as you walk through the door, or as you watch, a single ooze pulls itself from between the rib cage and begins to float towards you.
So I'm going to turn and run the direction.
Dorn, back away.
Yeah. I'm going to run. I'm going to dash. Wait, can I do that? Or no, I could probably only...
No, you can only take your 6.
Okay, well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm out of there. Run, I'll say. Run!
Okay, Kilkax, your turn.
A lady doesn't have to ask me twice. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hot on her tail.
Alright. Oh, Malcolm! No!
The mystery meat.
No! Oh, buddy! No, no, no! Oh. Sorry, blaming you for the wrong thing, buddy. Sorry.
I guess I just wanted to believe in the power of love.
That's sweet. But I'm not sure Anya's gonna buy it.
So what you saw a monster, right?
Yeah, there's another ooze inside. There's one ooze inside, but, you know what I'm going to say based off your perception? None of the walls seem harmed. Like the steel is unmarred.
Potentially trap them in that room.
You mean this one?
Yep.
This right here, he said, is the other ooze. I can select it again. This one.
Oh, the other ooze?
Yeah. There's another ooze there. But we could probably just outrun them at this point. Maybe.
Maybe there's too many of them, and I think we should try to take. Yeah,
Or-
but we don't.
What we could do is go in and close the door and kill this one. But then they're probably gonna like just sit outside the door and wait for us, right?
No, I think they're gonna dissolve the door.
So you think we need to just keep running?
If we keep on running, we're definitely going to encounter more creatures along the way.
I'll
And
take my odds against 1 over 3.
yeah,
Unknown numbers.
exactly. We have
So-
we have superiority right now, so we should.
What color is the one inside, Naalu?
She
Oh.
was.
see its eyes.
Sorry, Jared, what color was it?
It was gray.
Do we want to go in and just kill this thing and like have our little safety hole?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
Who's next up in the order, Jared?
So Kilkax. Oh wait, no, he took his turn, so it's the enemy.
Okay.
So 1, 2. 1, 2. Yep, the oozes begin to creep ever closer to you, slowly drawing the noose on their trap. Alright, so that brings us to Paine.
Alright. Knowing that this gray one inside the room is likely to eat metal,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tentatively try and see if I can't burn it with my torch.
Go right ahead.
So she mutters to herself, "What are you thinking?"
Oh,
And then approaches
sorry, you rolled a 22, right?
for what?
For your knowledge on them.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
No. What was the nat 20 for? It was a perception, I think.
Okay, never mind then. Alright, go right ahead and roll your attack roll.
So I approach it and try and bonk it with the torch.
Okay.
That's gonna be a strength or a dex?
I'd say it's a strength. You're basically using the torch like a club at this point. So,
Yeah,
Are you-
club
are-
is a normal weapon for me.
okay, then yes, you also add your proficiency bonus to the attack.
So I've got a 19 to hit.
A 19 hits.
Alright. It's kind of cocked, but I do 2 points of damage then.
With a d4.
Yes.
Roll me a d6 as well, please.
That's a 6.
Alright, so it takes 3 points of fire damage as well.
Aha! Paine shouts out. It worked! I can burn this thing. Does it look like it's actually that damaged, though?
Well, as your torch strikes it, it fizzles slightly. It does seem like it recoils ever so slightly, but it doesn't seem like it's burned as badly as it would be normally.
All right. Well, I cannot move back without provoking, so I'm just gonna hold my torch in between me and it.
All right. Which brings us down to... I think that's Dagra. And yes, I am going to keep using that voice every time I say Dagra.
My God, Dagra.
Dagra.
It's like then we're gonna do some Mongolian throat singing.
I was going for a Norse growl.
Well, Jaymi has on her Spotify. She's got Mongolian heavy metal throat singing.
It's an amazing song. Music video too gets you all tingly sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Jeez, is that what's the band's name?
you know what? I would have to look through my songs because I can't remember the band name or the song title because they're both not a language that I speak on a regular basis. So.
Okay, yeah, I just came across something similar a little while ago on YouTube, and I was wondering if it was the same thing.
What was it called? Do you remember? Though?
I forget. Something Wolf.
I was gonna say the only thing I can remember is Wolf. That's the only. Yeah, so
So
it's
it's
probably
probably
the same.
Yeah, probably the same guys. Anyway, getting back to our resident hunter.
I'm phasing out, and I charge up, and my first action is I take my sword, the silver sword that I have no idea what it does, and I take a swing at it.
Remember,
and it does.
keep your metal away from it.
It's silver though. It's a silver
Silver's a metal.
Oh.
I think to myself, silver's a metal, Dagra.
Fudge. Well, I failed. I only rolled a 10 on the creature, so I only know it's an ooze. Do I know that it's bad?
That's a hit.
Sorry?
That's a hit.
What do you mean? Like I know
You
it's
rolled a 10.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. Oh, you mean as a...
Do I know like its characteristics? Like it's like if I use metal against it, it'll.
I'll say that you know if you use non-magical metal against it.
Okay,
will
so
be right.
yeah, so magical weapons have some durability. I mean, okay, so I rolled to hit, and I'm using my two-handed proficiency, so +4, come on. You know what, I'm gonna do Grand Weapon Master. I'm gonna take a -5 to hit to do +10 damage.
Okay.
And that -5, so that is 12.
That's a hit.
Oh, and I do 10 points of damage on top of that. So, so it is D10 plus 14 to hit.
Or for damage?
Yeah, so I do 19 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to end it?
Oh, I slice it down the middle.
Alright.
That's huge.
You bring your blade down through the middle of the ooze, bisecting it, and in that moment it seems to lose all structural integrity and falls away and just leaves itself as a stain on the quickly disappearing stain on the shimmering floor in front of you. Yes. So that's one down.
And then I flip my blade to get rid of all the essence of the creature.
The blade comes away clean and seemingly unmarred.
Nice. And I'm like, okay, let's build up a barricade so we can hold off these monsters.
Alright, with that, it comes back to Naalu.
So since I ran like a big old baby away from this room because I had no idea what we were doing, I'm going to run back into the door, I guess, now that we're getting in a good spot.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that maybe the walls of this place are magic imbued, and maybe that's why the ooze can't get through.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the one that was in here was trapped. Like maybe it had gotten into the room because the door hadn't closed or something.
Okay. And then down to Kilkax.
Well, I don't want to be alone down here, so I run back too.
You hear our cries of success and want to get in on the glory?
And we gotta close the door.
Close it behind you.
They were out. They were out. They were out on a recon mission. Everything's safe, and then they just run back.
I can definitely help close the door.
Alright. I'm going to say that requires no additional actions. Do you guys want to give me some flavor, or do you want me to do it?
Aaron, I want to hear your rendition of us closing a door.
Alright. As you hear the cries from your companions calling you to return, you turn about on your heels, your boots striking the stone below you, splatter of the sewage rising to your nostrils. You see the creatures making their plodding advances towards you. You grab a hold of the doorframe, pulling yourself in, and with Dagra and Paine grab the door and push it shut together. It falls into place with a satisfying click, and then a quick whir. You feel no draft about the door, and there's a slight lip of steel all the way around. You hear something splishing and splashing against the outside of the door. Almost like it's seeking a way around. You hear the sound of liquid searching every crevice and crack about the stone. But eventually, it passes in time for a second sound. A large crash sounds from the far end of the hallway, and you hear a screaming sound as something enters the sewers. It's inhuman cries rebounding from the walls. You hear the sounds of talons on the stone, and you feel the impact as blows strike not only your safe haven, but the entire sewer. Eventually this too begins to move down and away from you, though you can't say which direction it moves off to. And you are left in silence and darkness. What do you want to do?
We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going to take a peek.
No. I will offer myself up to be first watch because I don't have to sleep. I just need to basically meditate, and I can remain conscious while doing a rest. So everyone else can take a sleep, and I will basically stand guard.
Alright.
Screeches. Would we be wrong in assuming that they were the screeches of the shadow creatures?
You would not be far off. It was definitely a cry you had heard before and been on the receiving end of as the large shadow creatures had fired their eldritch energies towards you. Alright, so with that, Naalu is taking the first watch. What are the rest of you going to do? Just bed down?
Oh, look at that cup.
Yeah, I'll look at my sword, try to figure out the inscription.
Alright, Amanda spoke up first, so we'll check out that cup if Naalu is in agreement.
Yes, and I would also afterwards like to look at my staff a little bit more. But I'll rummage into my bag and grab the cup and toss it at Kilkax.
Yeah, but you can call me Kitty Cat.
Kitty cat. I'll toss it to my kitty cat.
All right. So, what would you like to inspect this bowl for, or this cup? It's really more of a vessel.
And it's definitely like nondescript. It's just plain.
Yes.
And I flip it upside down. There's nothing on the bottom. There's nothing inscribed inside. Nothing.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. 22.
There's a few scratches from where something might have been eating at the bottom of the bowl, but other than that, absolutely nothing. It looks like a regular piece of tableware.
If I pour any water into it, does anything happen?
No, not really. Just sits there.
If I clang it on the wall, nothing happens?
So you throw it across the room. It bounces off just above the skull of the desiccated human and lands on his ribs with a satisfying crunch. But other than that, nothing happens. Give me a perception roll.
Perception. Oh, 13.
You notice that there's something crumpled in the skeleton's hand.
Oh! I love notes. May I read it?
You may certainly try.
Is it any English?
It's in common, yes. The note appears to be the last testament of the poor unfortunate left to die. Barely survived. Damn, what the hell is with this place? Damn creatures prowling around, taking pot shots at people, taking them away. Locals aren't much better. Every frickin' one of them doesn't seem to remember anything past a few months ago, though the city is far too old to be that new. Obviously a man of eloquent words. He said, "We got the stuff down here. Thank the Lord, but then Terran and Val got ambushed by a pair of those slimes. I managed to make it to the safe room, but I left the stuff. Have to go back for it later. Oh, my chest hurts. I think I must have swallowed some water when I fell into the sewer. Oh." And then there's a small speck of blood at the bottom. The last words are, "If this snowman ever shows up, she's damn well paying 3 times what we agreed."
Alright.
It sounds like there's some loot hidden.
I'm gonna have a little rest with the skeleton man.
Okay. Alright, and that brings us to Dagra. So you're wanting to inspect the sword. Anything in particular?
The inscription.
Okay.
Can I make out what it says or what language it is?
It's a very runic language, and as you're looking at it, it makes both less and more sense. Less in the sense that you don't know the particular curve of the letters. but more in that you seem to almost instinctively know what they mean. Hang on a second, I've got it written here. Hang on. There we are. I'll make sure I've got this pronounced right. Wagner Beta. Those are two of the words that jump out at you. Wagner Beta. Anvos ag Wagner Beta. That is the 4 words that you can make up. And they make sense to you as I am the wolf's bite. Or they arrange themselves in your... Those words arrange themselves in your mind as I am the wolf's bite.
Anything else? Any other characteristics like the hilt or the sword guard?
Hang on a second, I just need to make some notes. Alright. The hilt itself is fairly nondescript. It comes outward and then down and across like this in a catch style. The blade, while straight for the most part, say the hilt's up here, it swerves inward slightly, flares out, and then comes back down like this, ever so slightly, and then a sharp point at the top. The hilt itself, the grip, is wrapped with a blackened wire that you can't quite place, and bisected by a silver ring down the middle. And a pair of twin wolf heads are facing either way from the pommel. A pair of rubies in each of their visages, looking outward.
Okay. All right. Well, once I have more time on my hands, I'll probably take it to a sorcerer or wizard to get a better, better understanding of what it can do.
All right. Naalu. That brings us to you. You're still up.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself there.
Not a problem.
I would like to look at my staff, and I'm gonna go look inwards and maybe ask a question, and ask if they know how to use this staff, or what the staff is.
Can everybody please mute themselves for a moment, please? I'll call you back in a minute. Just so make so you can't hear.
Okie doke.
Give you the thumbs up.
All right. So I think everybody's gone. The voice from within answers, I've never seen anything like this, but it is powerful. May we try something?
Yes.
Place your hands on both sides of the staff across your lap.
Okay.
Now,
I'm going to
focus.
follow along with his instructions.
Now, focus your energy inward. Feel the staff. Let its history slide over your hands. Follow the connections back, and as the words continue to fall over you, you feel something grip you from within the staff. Not quite a presence, but an energy, a memory. and you fall deep. And when you open your eyes, so to speak, you don't physically open them, but something, the metaphorical equivalent. You are standing in a grove. And in that grove there stands a mighty ash tree, its branches twining towards the sky. Underneath, there sits a pair of humanoids, an elf and a human. The elven woman reaches up and touches the man's cheek. He reciprocates, touching the other side of her face and drawing her in for a kiss. Above them, from a clear sky, a lightning bolt strikes the tree, and a single limb falls at the feet of the lover, startling them. The human looks on in abject wonder and more than a bit of concern, while the elven woman takes it all in stride, very stoically. They speak in hushed tones for a moment, in words you cannot yet understand, before the human picks the limb up and carries it away. Then there is a very swift rush of images. The man holding a set of carpentry tools, and the woman speaking words over the staff. Promises of love and care, and then it is gone. Along with, but in its place it leaves a single word. Vahal Mihanas. The wrath of clear skies.
The wrath of clear skies.
Yeah, Vahal Mihanas.
Ni Hanas.
Wrath of clear skies.
And what does that mean to me?
Nothing quite yet, but you get the feeling that it's important to the staff. It doesn't mean anything yet, but it feels like it's a very important moment, or a very important. It's very important to understanding what you hold in your hands. The presence behind you. It's almost gleeful for a moment, like it's definitely enjoying the exercise. Interesting. Did that mean any more to you than it did to me?
I think I've got an idea.
A pair of lovers forging a staff? Sounds like something out of a fairy tale. Regardless.
Do I have...
Sorry?
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Regardless, its power is real. And sorry, you were about to say something?
Do I have any more actions, or was this the end of my roll?
Well, we're role-playing right now, and I don't really count actions when we do that, so if there's something else you would like to do, go right ahead.
Yeah. Can we cut back to everyone else being here?
Sure. Come back!
Oh.
I'm here.
I'm trying to summon everybody. Alright, I'll send him a message. Hang on.
Cal, where are you?
Here.
Okay.
So,
Present?
awesome. I'm going to grab the staff, and I'm going to say Vahal Nahamas.
Mihanis.
Nihanis?
Valhalla Mihanis.
Nihanis.
The staff begins to leak arcane energies in the form of lightning bolts, twisting over your fingers and up your arms, down and up the base of the staff. You have awakened Valhalla Mihanis in its most basic form. It is now a +1 quarterstaff.
That's rad as hell.
She has the power.
Oh, I need a little bit of help just understanding what that means. So I add +1
To all your attack rolls made with the weapon.
So does that involve, like, if I'm casting spells as well?
Oh,
Or is
no,
it just on?
it's melee attacks, I would assume,
yes.
with the quarterstaff.
So it would be like my 1d6 bludgeoning +1.
Well, hang on. Let me just remember something here.
I think it's to attack and damage.
Yes, it is to attack and damage.
Yeah.
But
You'll double the +1 when you get a crit to your damage.
That if I get a critical, then I would do the
You just-
1d6 +2 instead of +1.
That's right, but you only double the dice roll.
Yes.
You only double the dice. The +2 stays static.
Yes. Oh, it's only dice. It's the dice pool is only affected when you hit a crit.
That's right.
But it's magical.
yep.
Do I get, like, any kind of lightning spell out of this bad boy?
Not yet, but
Not
Flavor. You get all the flavor.
A girl can hope.
yep.
But can it turn things to gold?
All right. And Jaymi, for that, I'm actually going to give you inspiration on your character sheet. Excellent roleplay. So if at any point while you have this inspiration point, you can re-roll any dice you choose to.
If you don't succeed, you get a get out of jail free card type of thing. You're about to die. No, not a chance. Roll that dice. I live.
Sweet. That is it for my turn.
All right. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, no +1s to attack rolls, but that it's just +1 to your melee attack rolls and damage, not to your spells as of yet. So.
Okay.
All right, and that is there anything anyone else would like to do before you bed down for the night?
We're doing a long rest, guys, or a short rest?
You might as well do a long rest. This might be the last time in a while that we get to do that. Regain all your spell points and...
Yeah, but then the monsters are still outside, so we still have to deal with that, and I don't think they can give us a long rest.
Well, we'll see. If they, like I was saying, I will sit watch, and I will let you sleep as long as those things let us.
We are all taking a rest now?
I believe that was the consensus. All right, I need everybody to make a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom saving throw. $16.
Okay.
Ah, 20.
Okay. That is not a good roll face.
I just nat 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, and Jaymi?
I
Sorry?
got 15.
Okay, so Mila, roll a d6, please.
She got the shakes.
2. All right. As you dream, various shapes and visions interrupt your sleep from time to time and leave you feeling drained in the morning. At times, it's as simple as you're dreaming that you're falling and then suddenly starting awake as your body would have hit. At other times, you see strange cities and odd geometry and shapes rising from the ocean, and words just beyond the ken of your hearing. And when you awaken, you are slightly... You've rested, but you don't feel quite up to snuff. So you are going to have 2 of your maximum hit points unavailable to you for the day. So your total hit points are going to be 2 lower until you take the next long rest. All right. So what do you guys want to do?
So I slept with the skeleton. Does he have any,
You're saucy like that?
Yeah, you just spooning an old bag of bones.
Is he just a bag of bones, or does
Yeah.
he have anything good on him?
You rolled a 13 for your perception. I'm gonna say all you really found was the note.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
Is there another way out of this little,
One door in, one door out.
Alright.
Well, I will
We gotta
suggest
use
to the
it.
group
Sorry?
that we'll light another torch now that we're all awake. And talk more about the ooze. But it seemed to work just fine to just bash it about. The magical weapon seemed unaffected by it.
Okay, how is Paine going to say that? Play it out. Let me hear it.
Alright, Dagra. I was really concerned when you went at that ooze with your sword. Shiny and new. I had no idea what would happen. My only other experience with something like this is from the stories we would tell. From some of the classic songs we learned as children.
And what were these stories?
I know that metal does not hold up to creatures of this ilk, but your magical sword came out unscathed. That's fascinating to me.
It is, I reply. I've heard stories too about weapons of certain attributes that prevent them from corroding or suffering any damage while inflicting damage against creatures that are quite difficult to defeat.
Well, your
But I
gamble turned out to be advantageous because I would have made you stop had I been able to.
Well, all I have to say is that we need every luck we can get, especially given the fact that we are right now in the sewers, covered in our in our knees and shit.
Indeed, it's a somber song.
Play that on your drum someday, and we'll have a good laugh if we live through this night.
One more night before us, for sure.
Yes. And I prance around with my sword in the room.
Do you know anything about the ochre-colored ones? The same stories that I know from my youth would say that lightning or slashing would just make them bisect into 2 creatures. Do you think that we can kill them that way, or will they just endlessly duplicate?
I don't know if they can duplicate. Based on my travels with my master, I haven't seen one that could do such a feat. but I do know that they're quite resilient to slashing damage.
Maybe
And,
duplicate is the wrong word.
or
Stories I've heard tell that they divide and become two lesser creatures.
that's a possibility. I'm not too familiar with that, but it's something that we'll have to keep in mind because we can't stay here forever. We have to keep on moving.
Indeed.
And play the somber music in the background.
Kilkax, how was your bedfellow? I asked, and then I smirk a little bit. Did you read that note to us? Like, did any of us observe you taking that note?
Yeah, I read it out when I saw it. So
Okay.
yeah, he didn't give me a lot of love. So
I wonder where that safe room is. If we're gonna have to be caught up down here, I wonder what they were trying to smuggle away.
well, I'd ask him, but he's dead.
Anyway,
like, knock on the door
if
and be
there's
like, "We ready?"
if there's potential for a reward, keep it in mind as we're leaving. We won't get very far if we have no coin and no healing to our names. I know, Naalu, that you're very powerful, but if there's potions that we might find, that would be excellent.
Is there anything else around the body? Was there a bag with this person? Oh, he said he left bags.
Yeah, he and his compatriots dropped the crates as they entered the sewers. They were attacked.
And if the ooze was in this room with him all that time, it seems like it ate the entirety of its fleshy and clothing and those kind of bits, but
Well,
maybe the paper got avoided because it was in the hand?
completely meta. He actually fell into the sewer and swallowed the ooze, and it ate him from the inside out. So,
Oh, he swallowed the ooze.
I
assumed
think
it got
I mentioned
poisoned.
that. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that he fell into the water and swallowed a little. So
I assumed that was just like a regular poison effect, though. That's fun.
He was like, "My chest, it hurts."
all right. So
So
how do you?
whatever you do, don't fall into the water. Whatever you do.
Keep your mouth closed, guys.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to edit this out, but it's similar. I was working for Alberta Parks, and we were doing a sewer line. And me being a little more experienced than the guy I was with, I knew to keep my mouth shut. And he's behind me while I'm pushing this electric motorized snake down the line. And he's talking about his weekend plans right behind me. And then all of a sudden the sewer back up. I don't know what the hell happened, but there was a sudden splash, and basically out of this 4-inch line, we both got blasted right in the face with sewage, and it went right into his mouth. He was in the middle of saying something, and the next minute I just hear him puking behind me. I'm covered from head to toe in crap, but I can wipe it off. I look behind me, and he's trying to claw his own tongue off. It was bad.
Bro.
Yeah. Sorry, that just brought back the memory for me.
Something like a little black water to wake you up, hey?
Oh. All right. Well, carrying on. How do you guys want to proceed?
Great. I've got my torch at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any obvious way that we can reopen this door?
There's a plate just to the side that looks like it can be pulled.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Just in case those other oozes followed us, I'll have the torch there and be ready to push the button.
All right. As you pull down on the latch, you once more hear the whirling and clicking of gears as the door opens itself once more. As you push open, you look to either side and you see that the remains of the ochre ooze is splattered across the one wall. Next to, just to your right, over here.
Shadow creatures don't discriminate. They kill everything.
Alright.
The dark songs wake, I exclaim.
The dark songs wake? Is that what you said?
Yes, like in the wake of the dark song.
Ah.
Bring down the flavor lines.
I dig it. Alright.
Peer out. Venture into the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Towards
Let's
that
see.
fresh air you found, Dagra. Do you still feel the breeze?
I
That's my
think so. I
Yep.
think I can feel, yeah. I can feel the breeze.
Oh.
But it's that way.
Oh boy.
Now that we're looking for it, can we identify if there is a bit of a breeze coming through here? Has it changed since the shadow creatures left?
Give me a perception roll.
It's only an 11.
You can feel the breeze, but you can't tell if it's changed or not. It's still coming from the southeast.
Alright. Let's go, guys. I'm hungry.
Did we bring any provisions?
This way.
Alright.
Some dried meat.
I'll set out. I've moved.
Okay.
Alright.
Who's next?
Oh, just strong leader. Five.
Guard the rear.
Alright.
You sure you want to be downwind of Dagra? I crack a joke.
Yes, my gases have known to be deadly at times.
Alright. So, as you come to this first bridge, give me... who's going to be looking out as you guys move?
Well, if Kilkax and I are at the front, can we do that together?
Sure. Decide who's going to roll, and the roller gets advantage. Malcolm, leave
Kilkax, are
it.
you more perceptive than me?
Leave it.
Sure. Am I rolling?
Hang on 1 second, guys. Sorry.
Wisdom?
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I like perception so far.
Do you have advantage so you can roll again, Amanda?
Oh, I do? I kind of paid
Yeah, because I'm helping you.
Mischievous
We're in it
Beagle.
together.
Yeah.
better.
Sorry about that. Mischievous Beagle is mischievous.
And he's just a puppy.
That he is. But it was time to crate. Time for just a little nap time. He's starting to get grumpy.
I did perception twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 18 and 20.
Alright, so which path are you guys going to take?
All the way?
Well, we're scoping out across the bridge here, and if there's...
We should try to make our way. So the only
Yeah, that
option
southeast.
is, yeah, cross the bridge and then see if we can take keep moving east and south. Just
Alright.
remember that.
So you don't see anything over here or over here.
What
Though-
is this, like... What is the purple area in the middle?
I just view that as floor, to be honest.
Negative space?
Yeah.
We can't walk there.
Oh, you can walk there. There's walls all around here.
Okay.
Like
so it's-
this has walls.
Okay.
This one is just one big platform with an entrance here that you can see from where you're at.
Okay.
And then a grate a little further on.
Hey, Kilkax, let's put that vessel back so that people can. The
good
vessel,
idea.
the goblet. Let's put the goblet back.
Good idea.
Let's mark the space again.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So I'll put that back where we initially found it, and I'll start moving same way as everyone else, I guess.
Sure.
Who's this next to me again?
That's Dagra.
Dagra.
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
hello.
Cal. I was gonna be in the rear.
Okay.
Lady.
What?
Go
What
ahead.
was that? What?
That's
Okay, now I gotta play that back because I completely missed the joke.
I was gonna say ladies first, but then I decided not to be a dink. That wouldn't be very cordial. So
Well,
my character would not say that. That's just me. Me myself would say that, but my character would not.
sassy Jaymi. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jaymi, you've moved your character.
Well, I would like to, follow behind everyone.
So let's cross the bridge. Let's put our marching order from the bridge back.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If you want to just put yourselves in your marching order, I'll let you guys know if and when you run into trouble, and we'll figure out where your basic starting point would be.
Yes.
If there's no imminent danger, we don't need to count it out.
Exactly. Critical role rules. I've found them to be very conducive to being able to role play if you don't have to count out every single second of the day how many steps you can move, right? So, as long as you know your basic marching order, when we get to where we're going, I will, or when there is issues, I will definitely let you guys know. All right.
I tell the group we should take a left.
All right.
No, left.
All right, can we just do a perception to see what's down on, like this side here towards this bridge?
Whereabouts?
Sorry. I'm trying to make a mark. Roll 20 is not agreeing. If my mouse clicks.
You have to make the hand into an arrow. That's what I.
It's on the arrow. Roll
And
20
then
just hates me.
hold down the square that you want to highlight.
Okay, so you want to go down
There
that
There you
way.
go.
Okay.
No, I just want to look down that way.
Okay, sure. Go for it.
Hold the torch high and see what I can see.
All right. What did you roll?
That's a 9.
Nothing down that way that you can see. Just more sewer, bile, and the absolute waste of humanity, just rolling around in streams of absolute filth.
Okay. And this here, is this just like rubble?
Yeah, it's just a bit of flavor. It's
Okay.
not going to impede your movement at all.
All right, Kilkax, let's go.
Yeah, let's ride.
Roll out.
Oh man.
What do we see when we get to the corner?
All right. Roll. We're still operating off of Kilkax's perception from earlier, so you don't see anything here, nor here. But you do hear something off over this way.
Okay.
Weird, that's where I want to go.
Who can see in the dark?
I
Like,
have a
out of
dark
game, I'm
vision.
sure we've had this conversation, so I'm just trying to refresh my memory here.
I have 60 feet of dark vision. Hold on, let me verify.
Aren't you a human?
Nope. I am not human.
What are you?
Okay.
I've been keeping it a secret from you all.
Oh, okay.
For me, Kilkax.
That is my... I literally, like, just read it. It's been too long since we've used this, D&D Beyond stuff.
Your race will be right at the top on the right, I think?
Dark vision, that's what I was looking for. I can see 60 feet in the dark.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So, just
Am I
Naalu
doing a
and I
master-
that are...
Doing a
Fine.
mass reveal.
So, no, I just Googled as well, and I have 60 feet. Dark vision you can see in the dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light.
Okay.
And no color, right? Just like dark rays.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I will whisper when we are hearing things.
Mm-hmm.
If I put the torch out, someone will have to lead me. Would that be advantageous?
Well,
Sure.
it would definitely make our presence known to the other creatures in the sewer.
I'm a beacon when I have the torch on,
Hmm.
but I'm blind without it.
That's okay. So, keep the torch.
I can guide you. I can guide you if you want to put it out.
What do you guys think?
Do it. Let's keep going.
Okay, I'll put it out and I will put my hand on your shoulder.
I say, turn to the moon, and she will be your true guide.
Oh, good lord.
And so, Jaymi, you're moving your character next to
You'll have to be in
Paine.
front of me here.
Paine.
Let me just zoom back in here.
At the corner there.
I'll protect the rear.
Okay. Everybody's always protecting their rear. All right, so
Yeah.
fragile. So Kilkax, you're looking into this. From here to here is all open, and you're looking inward. Is that what you're saying? Amanda, your mic's off.
Damn it. Yes, I wanted to eventually go into this space.
All right, what did you roll again?
Perception was 18 and 20.
You see something large roiling inside the chamber here.
Mm.
Hmm.
Let's kill it.
I want to poke the beast now or later.
Okay, well, should we all catch up with you?
Yes.
Jaymi, lead me.
And I'll be right here. Yeah.
If I see looming thing in that area, right over here, you said, Jared?
Yep.
I can use my longbow and just like.
And which fighting style did you choose, Amanda?
My fighting style is. Fighting style.
Yep.
Archery.
Alright, you chose archery.
2+ bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure. Alright, so let's go. Do you want to make an attack roll?
Yep.
Roll for it.
Shins. Longbow. 18.
18. Alright. That is a hit.
Damage is piercing 7.
7 damage. Alright. So the creature within the darkness begins to roar in pain. Its cries reaching out and reverberating across the walls. Not just pain, but anger and fury begin to grip the edges of the walls and tear at your senses. Make a wisdom save, everyone, please. 12, okay.
22.
22, okay.
8.
Alright. And 12, 22, 8. And what was the last one?
7.
7. So 8 and 7. You are now afraid. You get a saving throw at the end of each of your turn with a disadvantage when the creature is in the line of sight on your attack rolls and skill checks. Alright. So, roll for initiative.
4.
4.
11.
11.
9.
When
Fuck.
Okay, so
Great way to start this battle with low rolls.
alright, so who got the 4?
Kilkax.
Okay, who got the 9? Okay. Naalu, what did you get?
I got 20.
Okay. Dagra?
11.
11? Alright.
11.
So, the order here is Naalu, the unspeakable horror, Dagra, Paine, Kilkax. Naalu, you're up first.
Can you point out where this thing is?
I will as soon as you guys can see it.
Okay.
The shot in the dark happened here, actually. So,
So if you
I
have
have an idea.
if you
Okay.
have 60 feet, you should be able to at least catch a shape.
you do see shapes from somewhere around here.
Wait, I was here. 1.
I don't want to give too much away, but it is part of its nature.
Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to, because that's 1, 2. Holly, can you just control yourself, please?
The pup?
Yeah, she's just like talking smack from this side of the window. Like, how dare you be on my lawn? God!
I feel your pain.
I don't know what the hell I want to do. I was thinking of doing my thunder wave, but this whole 15-foot cube thing makes it
A little
more
tough.
difficult. Because I don't want to fry everyone else. I guess I could move forward with the intention to use it, and then hopefully get far enough ahead that I can. So I'll just go as far as I can. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hang out right here.
All right, and as you do, you see a whirling mass of tentacles and just absolute chaos in front of you. It's a little more solid than the previous creatures you've encountered. The shadows are still there, but it's not as translucent, not as transitory. This one seems to have mass and weight behind its form. It shifts and twirls, mouths forming one moment and then shifting and becoming eyes in the next, with those features melding back into the chaos of the body. The only constant being the flickering and the flicking and form of tentacles rising out of a central mass of the central mass of the body, which appears to be a. Okay, I'm not. Hang on 1 second. I'm just looking for a good. That'll do. The central mass appearing to be a conical shaped body, almost cylindrical, supported by various tentacles, protruding from its form, and then immediately melding back into the central core of the creature. It fixes its eyes on you, and with every mouth it has, it roars once more. What do you want to do?
You know what? I think I'm gonna use my dash function instead.
Okay.
Oh, it moved forward. Is that okay? I
Yeah.
want to go a little bit faster from the last roll. Is that alright? Or am I too late to do that?
No, that's fine. I had it in the wrong spot. My apologies.
I'm gonna go. I'll hang out like right here.
Okay.
1, 2. Because with that cube, I know we already talked about this last time, and this might just take me a few times to figure this out. So a cube is going to be up like this,
Yeah.
and then like that, and then the whole. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
All right. Which brings us to the enemy. Here's what I'm looking for. Took me a little while to find it. It's going to move up on Naalu. It doesn't so much walk, so much as throw a new limb out and pull itself along. The body being supported by these new tentacles as the old ones shift away and fall out of existence, becoming one with the body, only for another one to pull it forward as it moves. And that means that it is time to make a tentacle attack. Alright, first is a tentacle attack. Does a 15 hit? Sorry, Jaymi?
Yes.
Okay. 1d4. One of these days I'm going to get smart and print your guys' armor classes and passive perceptions out so I don't have to keep bothering you.
Should put it on the initiative tracker.
And I should.
There you go.
You know what, I'm actually going to cut some new ones, so that might be something to do. Only thing is I'd have to leave enough space so that it can be changed. So that brings us to 4 damage, please. And then a second attack. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No.
No way.
How dare you touch me?
And then a third. Nat 20.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's gonna hit.
And that's going to be 6 damage.
I'm hurting.
So the creature, as it comes up on you, it grabs you with the first attack, and its swipe strikes you across the face, driving you down. You manage to just avoid the second blow, and then, but unfortunately, a third tentacle strikes in with almost a jab, and it slices along your arm. The mouth's forming as it moves and bites into you, taking biting into your arm and drawing blood as it does so. All right.
I can't bleed. There's no blood coming out of me.
Right.
I'm ash and vein.
I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. Let's say spilling crimson light from within your body, almost akin to fire. I have to get used to these newfangled races. Why? All right. So that brings us to Dagra.
I am scared. So I can see the creature now?
Yes.
60 feet?
Yep.
And I have a disadvantage. Yeah, he's 60 feet. If I go around the corner, I don't have line of sight.
It's open from here to here, so you would have a line of sight. Oh wait, but you put the torch out, so
Way back in the corner.
And I just turned around the corner.
So
So I don't have line of sight. So I won't get advantage on my roll. Disadvantage on my roll. So so I turn around. Oh, I have dark vision, so I can see. So I turn around, I go into my corner, and I whisper, "I can do this. I can do this. I'm not afraid. I'm not the little boy in the cage anymore."
Ooh.
And I roll for my wisdom. +4 modifier. 13.
all right. And that's your. That was your save.
Yes.
It passes.
Yeah. And I'm like, clench my teeth, and I'm like, saying, okay. And okay, that's it. I'm done.
The one thing I found, though, you don't actually have to move away from the character you're scared of. You just get disadvantage.
But did you say that if I see the creature line of sight, I have to roll for disadvantage?
Yes, you have to roll disadvantage. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you moved around the corner so that you wouldn't get disadvantage on your roll. Good move.
Exactly.
My apologies.
So you see me whimpering away, and then I'm coming around with my chest like expanded, and I'm like, "Who wants some?"
All right. Are you going to use the rest of your move to get any closer then?
Yes, I moved like 3 spots, and I have 5 remaining. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Paine.
Alright. I'm blind. I feel my back against the wall. My friend has left me. I'm just gonna re-roll to see if I can make this save. The worst of the two is a 13.
13 passes. You feel the wave of panic pass over you, and a new resolve settles in as you set yourself to your task.
All right. So, with the panic shaken off, I will light another torch.
All right. I'm going to say that's your bonus action rather than your true
Okay.
action.
Then I will, take a look around, realize where our foe is, and take a few steps forward.
All right, go for it.
There.
All right. Any further action you'd like to take?
No, I think that takes my actions. Is my save throw, wouldn't my saving throw be my action?
Oh, no, your saving throw would be your bonus action. But yes, lighting the torch would take your action. You're right. I forgot about your saving.
Oh.
Wait.
The torch and the moving,
Yeah.
I think, is enough.
Oh wait, no. The saving throw would be a free action because that's put forward as part of the effect. So yes, you would still have an action.
Alright then, I will take my few steps forward and chant a spell. You hear me start making percussive noises, not with my drum, but just beatboxing.
Almost like that Mongolian throat singing.
But better, yeah. How far does this one go? It sounds like the same thing I did yesterday, but without using my drum. And a thunderclap goes off.
Okay.
So I'm going to target the back half of the creature.
Okay.
So right here.
All right.
That's my target area.
All right. What spell are you casting?
Thunderclap.
Thunderclap.
So he makes a con save, DC 13.
Alrighty.
Everyone hears a boom.
And that would be a 12. He fails.
Ooh.
So as your spell goes off, the creature's just a little too slow to react, and by the time he realizes what's going on, there's this concussive force below him that kind of lifts his back end off in a spray of sewage and detritus. What's the effect?
Is 6 points of thunder damage.
Okay, is there any further effect other than that?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Oh,
Just bring-
okay.
Alright, so the concussive force of the spell lifts the creature up, throwing its back end into the air, but just as it seems like it's going to land, it shifts itself, more of the tentacles flying out to catch it, and it rights itself at the last second. Every orifice on its body screaming in indignation and the promise of further pain. All right, and with that, it brings us to Kilkax.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get on that. Oh, sugar. Hold on. I want to get on that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I want a longbow.
Go right for it.
Oh, shit.
What did you get?
9.
You loose the
Mine.
arrow, and for a second it appears as if it's going to pass. But in that last moment, the creature throws up something you haven't seen before. A massive tentacles intertwine, becoming an armored shield over its vulnerable the vitals of its core. And your arrow falls to the ground. It sticks into that hardened armor shield, before it shifts again, dropping the arrow into the sewage below.
Ooh.
That's going to bring us to Naalu.
Ooh.
Unless Kilkax wants to move.
Oh, right, he did move.
Oh,
I
you
went
moved?
onto the bridge.
Yeah, he moved and then...
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
So, thunder wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from me.
Mhm.
Each creature in a 15-foot cube has to make a Constitution saving throw, which I don't think anyone else is around me because I used my snap to
Yep.
tool here.
You choose which direction, and so it would be only the direction in front of you if you want.
No, it's a cube, right? It originates,
It's where the cube
sweeps
is.
out from
Yeah,
you.
it's
a
a-
wave.
It's multi-directional. It's a 360 of energy, basically.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay, I always thought you could aim that cube one direction.
No,
But
unfortunately
it all
not.
goes bursting out. I
No,
understand.
because it says self. It says range, and then it says self 15 feet cube. So it originates from the
bursting
center.
from you. Right, okay.
But it's still
So-
great spell.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw. It needs to beat 12.
Okay. Let me just bring up the spell so I have it on my end. Okay. And that is a nat 1.
Haha!
So, oh, sorry. I just accidentally left the call.
Not a problem.
Lift
It rolled a
the
nat
flag.
1.
Okay, perfect. So that means that it's for sure. Does it also take twice the damage as well? Or
Not on a nat 1, no.
no?
That's only for nat 20s.
Okay, that's too bad.
Are we gonna do crit fails?
I do them as a modified effect. So if you fail,
Cool.
you might lose a weapon or another effect. All right, so Thunder Wave. That means that I take that he takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
Yes. So I'd like it to go out this way.
Okay.
And
Alright.
when it disengages from me, I also am going to move a little further away.
Okay.
I'm going to move. 1, 2.
I'm going to say that since you managed to push it away from within your melee range, that you also get an attack of opportunity with your staff.
Oh, okay, sure. So that would be
A d20.
yeah, sorry, I'm just dropping my die. Where did I put that?
Dropping dice in the bounds.
Oh,
Like
it's-
a
okay.
wizard.
Is the ground around us still covered with like fecal muck? Thunderwave do like a fecal muck explosion?
Well, I'm going to describe it here in a second, once I know what the effect is with the...
So I got a 20.
A what?
A 20.
A dirty 20 or a nat 20?
No, a dirty 20.
Ah, darn. Alright, that's a hit.
And I get +1 to my damage too.
Yep.
And 6 points, so 18 points in total of damage.
Alright. So, you grab the staff before you and you blast it into the ground. The resulting shockwave raising almost a tsunami of sewage out from around you. It strikes the creature below, and before it has a chance to right itself, it's thrown away, its tentacles wrapping about itself and becoming ensnared in its own legs, falling prone 10 feet away. as it's going out, you manage to bring your staff up from the position where you had it and strike between its armored plates with a quick jab. It roars in pain, though it continues to lay on the ground. You can see that it's been harmed. It's definitely leaking shadow stuff from between its armored plates, and its mouth's now, rather than a clean, cut, gibbering mouths that they were, are now leaking with shadow stuff between the all too white teeth that fill their maws. And you said 18 damage?
Yeah.
Alright. That brings us to the enemy. He has to make a... So his movement is to get up.
Or what up is for it, because it doesn't look like it has any legs. It's a giant calamari, from what I look at it.
Alright, so no one's around for now. Okay, so it gets up, and that's just about all it can do. As it lays on its side, it begins to right itself. The central pillar of its body bending and coming back to orientate itself, and more of its limbs shooting out to support. It screeches once more and begins to move towards you. Which brings us to Dagra.
Well, let's see. Creature's all. How far is the creature from me? 50 feet. I can get. If I. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Can I leap across?
Give me an athletics check.
The distance.
15 feet, yep.
15 feet.
I typically
All
go
right.
with a DC per foot, so you're looking at about a DC 15 to jump across.
15. Oh. Alright, let's do it. I jump across.
Gotta love a man who's not afraid. Charge!
Well, I had a little pep talk just a while ago where I was almost about to piss in my pants. So, let's see. Athletics +4. Awesome. So, I am rolling. 17! Yes!
You brace yourself against the back wall and take what little running start you can. Your foot catches the lip as you jump, giving you a little more momentum. You jump across the gap and land on the other side smoothly, placing a palm against the far wall to take off what remains of your momentum.
Yes.
Okay, and since you jumped 3, you've still got 3 squares of movement.
Okay, so I go 1, and I go 1, 2, 3.
All right,
Amazing.
that brings us to Paine.
All right. Paine, seeing how well that worked for Naalu,
Mm-hmm.
will run forward
Mm-hmm.
and place herself here. And then chant something very similar and pull from her pocket a small component and cast a spell that almost identically copies the thunder wave that was cast by our friend.
So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of banging on the drum.
As she runs, yes, she just bangs
Okay.
repeatedly in a very staccato rhythm,
Okay.
and the creature can make its con save.
Right. Almost as bad. That's a 4.
All right.
All right. Roll your damage.
That's 12 damage. And again,
Okay.
a huge amount of thunder. Boom, boom, hits the room. And he's going to get pushed 10 feet. Is this a... let me just drop a little marker here. Is this the goo? That's part of the poo channels
Sorry, which?
over here.
Hang on. It's all just a flat.
That's a river of poo?
Yeah, that's a river of poo.
All right, I'm going to keep pushing him that way, 10 feet that way.
All right.
To the river of poo with you.
How do you want to end him?
Oh, just tentacles flapping onto the ground. Just getting covered with the filth that surrounds us. He's almost buried into it with the force that he falls back.
All right. As you start running across the bridge, your hands dancing across the drum, your voice filling with the arcane energies within you, and you hit you hit just under him, and then you slam the drum with both hands and whip the energy right into the underbelly, throwing him backwards. He strikes the lip of the channel just here, and in that moment he explodes into a number of little creatures.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
And they jump on our faces, and they're like
not quite. They're just in the area right now. Let's see. That is
run away.
6. Okay. Let me get my. Okay, so that's 2 of them. So they're just tiny, tiny little creatures, but they are in the same form as as the creature that you just slew. Obviously, it's offspring or some form of reproduction, and they swarm towards you.
We just killed its mom.
All right. That brings us to Kilkax.
You started this, you finish it.
I can get a little bit closer.
Okay.
Right there. $11.
11. 11 misses, unfortunately. So, as you loose the arrow, the swarm shifts itself just enough that the arrow misses the bulk of the creatures within, and they begin to surge back towards you.
There's 2 swarms?
There's 2 swarms.
Yeah, there's one right there.
2
One
swarms.
here and one over here. You're lucky. It said roll a d. Well, the ability I took it from says roll a d6 and that many swarms appear. So you guys actually got kind of lucky. All right. So that brings us to unless Kilkax has something else he would like to do.
Afraid not, my friend. Afraid not. I think that was a little defeating.
All right, Naalu, you're up.
Unmuted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the math here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Where if I can do that?
Another thunder wave.
Does that mean it would hit both? No, wait, that's not for my... Wait, there we go. Not quite.
So if you're here, the one in front of you, you would hit him.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
to
but
hit
not
them both, you would need to be here.
Yeah, I
Or
can't quite
here.
get there. Unless I dash again and then wait it out, but I'm like low in HP. You know what, I'm just gonna hang back for right now. Maybe I'll just like, am I standing in an okay space or am I in like the sewer right now?
You're on the okay space. There's a little bit of fecal matter on the ground, but you're not standing in the sewage itself.
I'm gonna maybe just hang out here and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And D8 was this one. So +4. Which is better than it was before.
Damn that damn dirty DM and his dastardly disasters of monster building. All right. So with that, is there anything further you'd like to do, Naalu?
No, that's my turn.
All right. This swarm is going to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and attack Kilkax.
Rude!
Nat 20.
Oy.
That's the worst.
I swear to God. I swear to God, these dice are party killers. 3d6 plus 2. Oh. I swear to God, these dice do want my parties dead. I use them on somebody else. It's not just you guys. They seem to roll nat 20s or roll high quite regularly.
Dice are weighted.
You know what? I can't disagree with that. 12 damage.
12.
12.
So rude. I don't have anything to save myself this, do I? Let's see.
Well, it is piercing down, so if you have something to
Do I have anything to save me from piercing damage? Let's see. I don't think so. I'll take it. Take it like a man.
take it like a man, solid man strong. Sorry, that song just popped into my head. I'm horrible. Alright, that brings us to the other swarm here. And it's going to attack Paine. Oh, wait, but that was a nat 20. 24 damage.
24 damage?
24!
How is that even possible? I'm already dead.
Dead or unconscious?
Dead.
Dead?
How are you at double your HP?
I have 20 HP?
Yeah, no, you're not dead, you're just unconscious.
No,
If you gave me 24
What's your
damage,
total HP?
20.
Yeah, so I would have to roll 40 to kill you outright.
Oh.
Instead, you get death saves.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're fine.
Don't scare me like that! I'm already scared enough of these things!
Alright,
I'm like, you're a fighter. You can't be dead.
Yeah,
No
no,
way.
you're a ranger. There's no way in hell you're dead.
Alright, I'll wait for my turn to save myself.
Actually, that brings me up to something I've been wondering, guys. So I saw something on D&D TikTok not too long ago. To ratchet up the tension or kind of the mystery of an encounter or the horror of an encounter, do you want me to roll the death saves and not tell you?
Ooh.
Oh. Yes. I think that'd be more alluring.
this has to be a unanimous decision, though, because, yeah.
I don't know. I don't trust your die there, Jared. So I'm going with my own dice.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have mixed feelings.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not overly confident in that either. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's fair. These suckers have frickin'...
They're cursed.
I wouldn't go with
I
curse.
want it to be fully my fault if I die.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. So, that brings us to Dagra.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the thing was about to attack me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
not that I wanted to, but
17?
that's gonna hit.
Uh, 11 damage.
Okay.
Aha.
All right. Now it's Dagra.
Okay. I'm gonna flank this creature,
Mm-hmm.
and I will take a swing at it.
Okay. Are you using Great Weapon Master or just a regular swing?
I'm gonna just use I'm gonna use Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
So let's see. I rolled a nat 1. So nope.
All right. Oh wait, you have inspiration from our last session, no?
Did I?
Yeah. I don't think you've used it yet.
I don't remember.
Remember,
Alright, well,
you got it just when we did the solo bit at the first.
okay.
I gave it
So
to you for the role play there.
Alright, so I can re-roll again?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm using the inspiration point that you gave me, and I'm going to do it again. And I got 22.
All right. Sorry, Mila, you were going to say something?
Nope.
All right. 22 hits.
Okay. Now I'm going to roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 23.
How do you want to end them?
I like calamari, so I'm going to cut as many pieces off of it as I can.
All right. You strive in wildly, leading with the way with your blade, striking up, down, across the sides as often and as hard as you can, and driving the creatures to the away from Kilkax as you do. Eventually, you're left with nothing more than a few bloodied, or a few forms leaking shadow stuff as they fade away below you.
I have relief from my inspiration.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you remembered, so I'm sorry if that was out of line to say.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's taken care of, and
Yeah,
and I think I have done. I think I've moved maybe like 5 squares.
yes.
Left, so I'm just gonna go.
You can move 8 squares in a turn?
I have 40 feet.
Whew.
I have plus 10 to my movement speed.
Ah, cool.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay,
Okay.
done.
Paine, you're up.
Alright, I wobble unsteadily and using my club / drumstick swing at the swarm in front of me.
All right. Roll for an attack, please.
That's only a 10.
10. Yeah, that's unfortunately not a hit.
All right.
So.
I am going to shift myself around it, though,
Mhm.
so that I might flank my companions when they come to help,
All right.
and hopefully stay out of the reach of whatever the front half of this creature is, knowing that that seems futile.
All right. Well, it's a swarm of little creatures.
I know, that's why I said it seems futile.
Oh, sorry. I my bad. That brings us to Kilkax.
I gotta do my saving throw.
Remember, anything above a 10. Just roll a d20.
15.
Yay.
You feel your grasp on consciousness begin to grow just a little bit stronger. You can't quite make out what's going around you at this point, but you start to steady yourself and become out of the torpor that the blow of those creatures put you through. You feel the sting of your wounds once more. Can everybody jump out of the call for just 1 minute, except for
Ooh.
Amanda?
Okay, I have lost most videos, so Amanda's gonna have to wave at me when you're ready for us to come back.
I'll send a message through the general chat.
Okay, I'll pop right out then. Maybe it'll be better.
Perfect. All right. So with everybody gone, as you fight for consciousness, a vision of a raven-haired woman standing upon a parapet, looking out over a mist-strewn valley comes to you. You stride forward. What do you say to her?
Who are you?
And she turns around and touches your cheek, very, very gently. My dearest one, do you not recognize your own mother? And that's
Where are
where,
we going?
and that's where as quickly as it came, the vision is gone, replaced once more with the scent of the sewer about you.
Okay. Well, that was a sweet vision. And I remember this vision when I
Yes.
wake up completely.
Yes.
Yeah? Nice. That'll be a nice memory to have.
All right, I'll summon everybody back.
Come back to me, gang.
I just wrote cow on back.
Hi.
So apparently there's a cow on my back. Fire's starting to get a little low. I'll be right back.
Let's talk about like squids and calamari has made me really hungry again.
Squids.
Where's your favorite place for calamari?
Honestly, like, probably everywhere. Boston Pizza has really good calamari. Oh.
You like Opa?
Oh, Opa's? Greek place?
We get really good calamari from a Chinese food restaurant in Chinatown. It's called Sai Wu. And it's like the softest, and it has like the flakiest, beautiful crust, and it is amazing. And you pay like $20, but you get this heaping platter that could feed like 2 people. That's your dinner. Like it's so good.
It's like a Chinese place, or?
It's called Sai Wu.
Mm-hmm.
My parents actually found out about it because it's been in like the newspaper as like the best place to get calamari in the city. So that's why we started going, and yeah, it was really good.
It's been a long time since I've been to a restaurant, so trying to think back like 2 years ago when I had calamari.
My sister-in-law. Oh, sorry, Amanda. I didn't mean to cut you off. My sister-in-law actually used to run. Well, she was the chef. It was a family restaurant. Have you ever been to Land's Asian Grill? Best pad thai you've ever had. And the spring rolls, oh my god. Alright, so, with that, it is now Naalu's turn.
So there's no more left that we can see right now.
No.
It's not around us.
No, it's just the one.
Oh, this one. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I couldn't see that.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird model. Which is actually kind of funny because I designed the big one to have kind of a camouflaging effect that I never got to use. So.
I'm gonna just hang out here, but in the meantime, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
As you cast the spell, flickers of lightning begin to press themselves outward from the wood, rising in an arcane pattern as it does so.
Cool.
All right, so that brings us to the enemy's turn.
Squid boy.
9!
9.
9 against Paine. Is that a hit or a miss? You know what? I never get why DMs want to kill their players. It's more interesting when they stay alive! So the creature brings down one of its tentacles and... the creature's... sorry, I'm still picturing the big one. The creatures swarm around you, jumping up to try and catch you. You fend them off with the torch. One tries to jump up on your left-hand side. You grab your drum, pick it up by the open end, and slam the face down into the creature. Boing! Bouncing it back from the others. Which brings us to Dagra's turn. Dagra?
My turn?
Your
see
turn.
What we have. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I sneak up behind the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And I attack with my long sword.
Alright, make your attack roll.
But I'm doing a normal attack.
Oh, you're doing a normal attack? Okay.
Okay. Do I get advantage? Because she
You do.
said
You're
first roll 16, second roll 12. So 16.
both of them are hits.
Okay, sweet. I will do damage. 6 damage.
6 damage. Alright. You slash into the swarm before you. killing or maiming at least half of them. But they for everyone you kill, it seems like the others grow more fierce in their assault. Which brings us to Kilkax.
Wait, bonus action.
Bonus action. Sorry.
I cast my fire spell, a naughty.
A naughty? Okay.
And let's see, where is it?
That's a dex save, right?
Psychic energy. No. Yes, it is, I believe, a dex save.
Alright. Does a 14 save?
Hold on. A 14?
Yep.
Spell save DC is 14, so yes.
Okay.
So it doesn't, it takes half damage on a D8. What the hell? Here we go. Such. Gonna roll 1d8. One damage.
1 damage. Okay. So as you cast out your hand, throwing out the spell, you manage to one of the creatures throws itself at you, and you manage to incinerate it, but it manages to save its fellows, by taking the blunt of the spell. That brings us to Paine.
All right. Because they're basically still swarming around me, I'm just gonna go for another smacking about with the club.
Aye, aye.
That is a 19.
That's a hit.
For a big old D4. That's 4 points of damage.
All right. You thrust the torch in among the creatures, managing to ignite one or two, who then bounce off a pair of their fellows, igniting them. And before your eyes, they shrivel under the assault of the flames. The shadow stuff of their bodies beginning to melt under the fire like ice in a summer sun. All right. With that, it brings us to Kilkax.
I get to do another saving throw. 13!
Which?
13!
13. The vision before you begins to grow cloudy once more, and you breathe in. Not that it is necessary for you, but you pull in the putrid air, savoring it as a scent of life. Not enjoying it, but knowing that scent means that you are not yet in the hand of the dark creatures beyond life's edge.
Nice.
So, Naalu!
I'm going to approach this one here and hit it with my quarterstaff.
All right, roll for it.
Uh, 16.
16 is a hit.
Alright.
It's all right. Do you need to take it?
Oh, it was an alarm.
Oh,
And 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. How do you want to take him out?
Oh. So these things are more like the shadowy, misty kind of things, right?
They're
I
a little.
keep thinking they're.
They're a little more substantial than that, but yes, they are the same type of creature. Just these ones seem to have more substance to them.
I'm gonna strike through it horizontally.
All right. You bring your staff down with both hands, striking the creature in its arc. As your staff makes contact, the energy building up in the staff begins to spark and spray, spreading to the other creatures, striking them with the force of the energy within. Lightning bolts arcing off the staff, incinerating them in a single blast of arcane magic.
Sweet.
So,
Actually, what I think I would say would be something about, the Lune has blessed me.
okay. So, what do you guys want to do now? There's no threats in the immediate area.
I wanna wake up.
Yeah, we need to revive Kilkax.
Make your third saving throw.
Ooh.
1!
Oh.
Hey! As you're trying to roll out of your sleep or out of unconsciousness, you accidentally fall into a deeper depression in the ground, sputtering and throwing off your focus on the simple rhythms of your heart, resulting in your furtherance towards your demise. Who wants to act, I guess?
I'll draw Juno out to give her a boot.
Okay.
Well, I was just about to ask, do you guys want me to cast Cure Wounds? Would that get her alive?
Yeah.
It would.
I'm pretty low. You have one that heals multiple people?
No, you're right. Yes, you're very right. And
you
actually,
have
I could
that-
take a...
If you have
I
that
could take a
ability,
top
let's
up.
take a group heal.
Yeah, I don't. No. Yes, please go ahead with Juno.
Well, actually, Kilkax needs it more then. So give Kilkax the big whammy.
Well, Juno can remain in the material plane for 60 seconds. So you could potentially heal multiple people if you needed to.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
Okay.
Puppy kiss.
Please roll 10d6 and distribute the points as needed.
Okay. So that's a total of 30.
How much?
36 points that I can spread between us. So
All right.
I think, how many hit point damages do you guys have?
I need 6.
20 you need?
20.
Okay, let's give Kilkax 20. 6 to Naalu. I need 11. Dagra, were you hurt?
Nope.
So I'll be 1 down. That's perfect.
Can't touch this.
That's how I felt last game.
Do you really want to align my mental crosshairs? Sorry, what was that, Amanda?
That's how I felt last game when I had no hit points. Like nobody hit me. Was untouchable.
So you two are full. I'm one down.
Okay.
Not
That's
bad,
awesome.
not bad.
That worked really well.
All right. Perception check, please.
Everybody?
Yep.
Perception.
17?
All right.
Ooh. Natural 20, 24.
Okay.
8.
Okay. Jamie?
8.
Okay, so, Paine and Dagra, off to the one side of the chamber here, you can see several bags and crates that have been abandoned, as though in a hurry, and the bodies of two men dressed in not wealthy clothing, but neither does their clothing appear tattered or poor, laying nearby. The bodies have been desiccated, as though eaten from the exterior by something, as if they were thrown into a vat of acid, though the bones remain untouched.
I perceive.
Taryn and Val,
Yeah, those poor bastards.
friends of your skeleton.
Yeah.
I wonder what's in the crates.
Let's
All right.
go look.
Let's see what we can take.
Booze.
All right. So as you crack the crates, the first contains about 500 gold pieces in various denominations. The second is longer, about I'm going to say about 5-6 feet, and inside is a recurved bow. Hewn of black wood, and through some means, scenes of silver have been set along the limbs, leading to a silver riser plate and grip. The resting plate is carved in further scenes of ravens crying to the moon, and symbols of moonlight and nature playing out along the backside of the bow.
That's screaming my name.
Oh, was I not subtle enough? I was just waiting for you to figure out what combat you were taking, so I could figure out what I was going to give you.
I love it.
All right.
Can we identify it at all?
Give me an arcane check, please.
Dagra, would you help me with this?
Absolutely.
That's 15.
Give me 1 minute. That's what I need. Where are you? Trying to remember which one I based this on. Where are you?
The calls.
Sorry? Oh. Oh, it's here. Where did you go?
right. The bow before you is known as Mirhalak.
Ooh.
It's actually quite a famous weapon. Said to have been gifted to a champion of light in a land of darkness.
What do I have to look it up to add it to my inventory?
This is actually going to be one I made myself. This is a homebrew.
Homebrew! Ooh! I love it!
What did you say its name was?
Merhikal. Or Mirakel. I guess would be the better word for it. Or the proper pronunciation, I should say. Alright. And in the... Oh, well, I guess I'll wait for Mila to get back.
He's just getting the toy.
Oh, not a problem. I just figured everybody would want to hear this. So, in the final crate, the smallest, or rather a leather, waterproof leather satchel, you find a book with a black cover traced in gold inlays. As you open the book, a small note falls out. Snowmane, I don't know why you wanted this, and I don't want to know. Just keep it away from me. Talus.
Snowmane?
Give me a history check.
6.
6.
I'm not from this land.
Well, you've heard tell of this person, though you can't quite place it. You remember it being a story about a traveler, but how they traveled or who they were eludes you at the moment. All right, and with that, what do you guys want to do next? Although
Go back to the safe closet.
I should say that as you are finishing the last of your respite, you notice light coming from over this way, streaming down as though the first tentative rays of dawn across this bridge.
Okay.
Which way?
Just across from you, to the east.
Okay.
Far right, yeah.
I vote let's go that way.
To
Want the heck out of here.
Agreed.
All right. Sorry?
Do we care about not making a scene? Like, do we care about Mila's character having a torch, or we're just like?
I think if light's coming in, it doesn't matter at this point.
All right.
My torch can still lit, I think.
Sorry, your torch can which?
If there's light streaming in, I don't think my torch is going to really alert anyone to our presence.
Okay. So are you going to keep it lit, or are you going to douse it?
I'll keep it lit unless someone tells me to.
All right. As you move towards the area, you see a small set of battered stairs leading up to the end of a rubble-strewn passage, under which a few tentative rays of light have managed to spray downward. What do you guys want to do?
Can we hear anything from above?
Give me a perception check.
That stinks. That's a 6.
That's a 6.
7.
You can't really hear anything other than a little bit of wind passing through the rubble above you.
We should bust through it.
Does it look like we can climb out there?
It looks like you could shift a few of the rocks and make your way out. Yeah.
Let's get out of this stink hole, guys.
I agree. My farts are not making this situation any better.
Alright. Let's set about trying to get out of here.
Should I go first, since I am the one that had the least amount of damage? Well, everyone's healed up, but anyway. I'll be brave. I've gathered my courage.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Let's see, strength. +4 to strength. 16.
16. So you managed to shift a few of the lighter rocks, setting off a minor avalanche at your feet, which you easily avoid, and you pull yourself out into the daylight on a hill that overlooks the city. It's not that far from you, about 50, 60 feet from the nearest building, but you appear to be in a well-manicured park at the city's edge.
Yes. Any human beings?
Not currently. Not currently. You're just in and about nature. Although the first bells of the town are beginning to sound from its clock towers, and the city is beginning to awaken below you.
Okay. I tell my compatriots that it's safe to come out.
Can we tell which edge of the city we're on if we're headed in the right direction to go towards the manor?
I would say you're on the southern edge of the city. You're on Fortune's southern edge, definitely. Because you can see as you come out, you're looking to the north, and the sun is just coming up over the eastern edge of the island. And if you do, as you do look out to the east, you see not the glimmering, but you can see the outlines of the old road, of the new road leading to the southeast.
And that's the road that we wanted to take.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good.
Oh, so we're on the right path.
Hey, you know what? We did have food, guys. We had the whole thing of pastries from the friend that I made, that barista dwarf.
Oh, right.
Awesome. Well, now's the
Greg.
time. Let's crack those babies out and have a picnic.
Yes,
And
that
it-
sounds
and it-
delish.
His thermos of coffee. What was he calling his thermos?
The Everpour?
Tempitat.
The Tempitat.
I suddenly remember the Tempitat and pull out the Tempitat and go, oh, guys, I'm so glad we're not down there anymore.
Yes.
All right. After a quick inspection to make sure the food is not covered in any further fecal matter, you set down to your picnic.
Sweet. A little short rest for us?
I think so. Have we done like a experience check in?
Oh, I don't use experience. I use milestones. But
Oh, okay.
since you guys are asking, and I was going to bring this up in about 5 minutes, you have passed to level 3.
Sweet.
Dun 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 dun. Oh! That's the deepest choir voice you've ever heard.
Are you guys okay if we call it there? I've still got chores that I need to do.
That was actually my intention was to say that's a good place to call it on the hill, and we will meet in person in 2 weeks' time.